but I want to take note of the fact that IBEC is an intergovernmental engagement in which the county governments and the National Treasury and National Government, under the chairmanship of the Deputy President, meet together to look at the position in terms of budgeting and come up to agree on way forward. We'll also look at our past experience for the last 1 year. Indeed, it is coming close to a year since county governments came into being. We did come into being on the 4th of March last year, and we've had quite a tough year, considering that we were starting everything from the scratch. Indeed, we hope our budgeting process this year will be much better than we had experienced last year. Indeed, we had about 2 weeks in April to prepare our budgets and forward to the Assembly. We also had much confusion around that time because we were not very clear what figures we were going to budget on. We had figures of ranging between 190, 210, 231, and 258. And we were expected to come up with a budget that was balancing without knowing which figures to use. Indeed, a lot of counties had serious challenges. Some passed their budgets, but later on it turned out that those budgets had huge deficits because they had used the wrong figures, the wrong numbers for purposes of division of revenue. We indeed took a long time to sort out that issue all the way to September. County governments started receiving their first allocations mid-September. That was quite a long time, and it therefore created a lot of challenges. Indeed, we had also difficulties in setting our systems and putting them in place. A number of counties didn't quite get the CECs in office for quite a period of time. Now we have all of them, and a large number, I'm sure every county is represented here by the CEC in charge of finance. I'm quite certain then that we will have a much smoother period as we move forward. Our experience this past 1 year has also given us quite a bit of learning. For instance, for all of us to appreciate the provisions of the PFM and everyone to quickly understand the timelines has been quite challenging. Some of them have not even quite been met, not because of the county governments themselves, but there are so many institutions that are involved, and of particular importance is public participation. The public have not been quite aware that they are expected to participate through this process, but we hope through the period this year we'll be able to engage them, and we hope even the press will help us to publicize the need for public participation and the public themselves to actually participate. Over to the public. If we had that intergovernmental committee, I'm sure everything will then move smoothly. I would like also then to pay tribute to the 2 commissions that are charged with the responsibility of implementation, that is the CRA and the CIC. They have been of great help to the establishment of functioning systems within the county governments and advising and guiding on the legalities of a number of activities that we've gone through. And we expect to continue with those 2 institutions as we move forward.